Alright, so for the longest time, I've always wanted, a legit, really nice Pokeball. And, of course, they really haven't made any, like, scale, like 1-to-1 or, like, complete or something. And so now finally, with 25th anniversary and everything, they decided to do this whole Pokeball with the Wand Company. And, I saw pre-orders come out for it, so I pre-ordered it as soon as I could. I thought it was going to be pretty cool. I know that, it's kind of pricey at 100. That's what most of the time they start off at. But I mean, it looks really nice. It looks pretty good. It's supposed to be premium material, supposedly, and like all this other stuff. I already did open it, so I'm just gonna quickly go through what's inside. And so this is the manual. But yeah, it's supposed to be premium and supposed to be, really nice. Has a nice little case for it. Does lights. It is touch sensitive, but I didn't know that also the base that it comes in is also touch sensitive, and also the Pokeball is as well. And it does have lights, but there is no sound and there is no like rumble. You know, I thought there was for some reason gonna be like rumble in it, or some form of movement in it, or something, but fortunately it doesn't. It just lights up and touch sensitive, and that's it. I have a really hard time reading these instructions. They're kind of confusing, but I'll try to, from what I've figured it out so far. And so, it is really nice. The packaging it comes in, it is styrofoam, but I mean, it does have the Pokeball logo on the side, or a Pokemon logo, and it's packaged really, really nice. So, then this is when I opened it. This is when I first kind of realized and kind of noticed that the Pokeball itself, it is metal. I thought it was going to be aluminum for sure, but turns out it's steel, and you could tell by how cold it is and how it's able to keep that how it's able to stay cold, relatively cold, no matter kind of where it's at. Whereas aluminum can change heat really fast. It dissipates heat really, really fast. And so this is what you get when you finally put it all together. So like I said, the little base, it is touch sensitive. This is the part that you touch that and you can change the lights as shown in the manual. And it's like different touch combinations of like long press and short presses and stuff, which are kind of confusing because everything's like in color. And so here's the Pokeball. And it is really bright. That's actually coming up really good on camera. So yeah, you can see it's really bright for it just being the light for the middle. And it is touch sensitive. Let's try to get it better. And there is a lot of weight to it. There is a good amount of weight to it. There's a really good amount of weight to it. And I wasn't thinking that when I first, when I pre-ordered it pretty much. But you can see how there's a good amount of weight to it, and it also warns you like almost everywhere in the packaging to not throw it. But it is incredibly solid. It's really well made. It looks freaking amazing. I mean, actually being able to hold this feels incredibly good. I've tried to get other Pokeballs that I have, because I've always wanted a authentic, a real Pokeball, not a fan made one or something. I really don't, nothing against them, but I just really wanted an official one. And so this is like the one I've had since I was a kid, and you could kind of see with the sizing. And like I said, the ball is touch sensitive, so if I leave it down there and pick it up again, it'll light up again. But anyways, you can see the size difference of this one. It is relatively bigger, maybe like 20-30% bigger. But this is the game that I got back when I was a kid. I really wanted a Pokeball, but this is all they had when I was a kid, back in the 90s. Still in pretty good shape, still works perfectly fine. And then I had a toy. There it is. And this one is a candy toy from Japan. It's meant for kids. So it's a candy dispenser. You get the candy in there, take it out. But they had a whole set of these, and it comes with a little stand. But this is like anywhere from like a $2 to $5 item versus a $100 item. And it had like a little belt clip for kids to clip it on their belt or on their whatever, and easily, you know, whatever. Anyways, just back to the Pokeball itself. Really well made. I thought this was pretty cool. You press the inside of this to pop out the cell, and this cell is the whole light itself. Let's still light up. It still has power, but you can kind of get a look inside there a bit better. So you can see that there's contacts and stuff in there, and kind of how it's able to pull off the touch sensitive part. Oops. But very well made. This is really freaking impressive. Really cool to hold in the hands. It is pricey though at 100. And then the Master Ball one, there was a Master Ball variant that was available on the Pokemon Center, but that thing sold out super quick. I showed up like a little bit after they showed up on the website, but it was like super random. They really didn't tell nobody about it. It just showed up and then they were just gone within a second. So I thought that was crazy. If I would have known, I would have tried to get that one, of course. But I hope they keep making them, because I do want to see more variants. And then, of course, if they make it cheaper, that'd be better. Like, I don't know, if it was like in the more 60 to 80, I think that would be an incredible deal. At 100, it's kind of like, it's pricey, but now that I actually have it, I could see where the money went. The only complaint I have, though, is with the base. So the base, it's just plastic, and it does have the special, this ring like thing that goes on the top, so that way you can put the Pokeball on it, so you can have it on top, which does look really nice. But I'm really scared because it's again, it's metal, feels possibly again like steel, of it rubbing up against on the paint, and of course you don't want to get a whole bunch of scratches and swirl marks, because this is very, very good paint. I forgot to mention that, but this is incredibly good paint. The glossiness and the smoothness of it. I do have one imperfection right here. I could feel it. There's like a little flake of something, dust or something on in there. But it's up there with like kind of like car paint, like if a pretty good car paint if you want to compare it to something. Again, so I wish they would have done something a little bit more with this. Maybe put a weight in the bottom, because as it is, to open it with one hand, it kind of wants to like flop up if you do it fast. It doesn't feel as smooth or as comfortable. Whereas if you get it with both hands, you get a nicer action. You know. Let me try it with the Pokeball. It just doesn't feel, like I said, it doesn't feel right. Yeah, it kind of like wobbles up. I mean, that could be just my complaint though. And so the little ring thing, it's in this part, and I forgot to say they are serialized. Oh, come on. There we go. So yeah, so the ring would go right there, and it's kind of hard to get it out. I had to hold it upside down and like flick it to kind of pop out. There's a serial number, hologram stuff. Looks pretty nice. So that's kind of it for taking a look at this whole thing. Super nice, super cool. It feels freaking amazing to hold it. If you want to take pictures with it, it's going to be kind of an expensive prop, but I mean, it looks nice on the shelf. So I think that's all I got to say for this. And yeah, that's all I got for today. So thanks for watching.